For over 2,000 years, the world has searched for a lost city, a place of wealth, power, and knowledge swallowed by the sea in a single day and night. Plato called it Atlantis. But what if Atlantis was more than a myth? What if it was real, and the evidence has been hiding in plain sight? The story of Atlantis begins with the Greek philosopher Plato, writing in the 4th century BC. In 2 works, Timaeus and Critias, Plato described Atlantis in great detail. He wrote that it was a mighty island empire beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. The city itself was described as magnificent, built in concentric circles of land and water, with temples plated in silver and gold. Its people were skilled in engineering, agriculture, and war. Its empire stretched far beyond the Mediterranean. But according to Plato, Atlantis grew greedy and corrupt. The gods punished them with earthquakes and floods. And in a single day and night, Atlantis sank beneath the sea, leaving nothing behind. Plato swore that this was no myth, but a true account passed down by Egyptian priests to Greek travelers, and yet no evidence has ever been found. Was Atlantis a memory of a real place, or a story invented to teach a lesson? One of the most convincing theories places Atlantis in the Aegean Sea. The Minoan civilization, centered on the island of Crete and nearby Santorini, was among the most advanced of the ancient world. They built palaces with plumbing, traded across the Mediterranean, and created beautiful art and writing. But around 1600 BC, a massive volcanic eruption devastated the island of Thera, now Santorini. The blast was one of the largest in recorded history. It destroyed much of the island, sent tsunamis racing across the sea, and crippled the Minoan civilization. Archaeologists at Akrotiri, a city preserved in volcanic ash, have uncovered houses, streets, and artwork frozen in time. Many believe this disaster inspired Plato's tale of Atlantis, a rich, advanced society destroyed by catastrophe in a single day. But is this just coincidence, or the real Atlantis? Others point west, to the Atlantic Ocean itself. Some believe Atlantis once stood on the mid-Atlantic ridge, a massive undersea mountain range. The Azores, a group of islands far off the coast of Portugal, are said to be the last peaks of a sunken empire. Explorers in the early 20th century even claimed to see strange stone formations deep underwater. But geologists argue the Azores are volcanic islands with no sign of a lost continent. Still, for many, the location matches Plato's words exactly. A powerful empire, beyond the Pillars of Hercules, lost beneath the Atlantic waves. Some theories push Atlantis even further west, to the Caribbean. Off the Bahamas, divers discovered the Bimini Road, a line of massive stone blocks stretching underwater. Some believe it's an ancient street or wall from Atlantis. In the early 2000s, sonar scans off the coast of Cuba revealed what looked like a massive city of stone structures deep beneath the water. Researchers claimed the shapes resembled pyramids and plazas. Mainstream science remains skeptical, calling these formations natural. But to believers, the ruins are evidence that Atlantis lies in the Caribbean, waiting to be rediscovered. A more controversial idea places Atlantis at the bottom of the world, in Antarctica. In the 1950s, author Charles Hapgood proposed Earth's crust may have shifted suddenly thousands of years ago, moving entire continents. If true, a once temperate Antarctica could have hosted an advanced civilization that was suddenly buried under ice. Supporters point to maps like the Piri Reis map, drawn in the 1500s, which seem to show Antarctica free of ice. To them, Atlantis wasn't swallowed by the sea. it was frozen in time. Some researchers believe Plato's Atlantis was actually in South America. In Bolivia, near Lake Titicaca, lies the ancient city of Tiwanaku. Its massive stone ruins have puzzled archaeologists for centuries. Some legends tell of a great flood and sunken cities in the Andes. Plato's descriptions of mountains, fertile plains, and canals could match areas of South America. Could Atlantis have been part of a great civilization in the New World? Of course, most historians reject these theories. They argue that Plato invented Atlantis as an allegory, a cautionary tale about greed and hubris meant to warn Athens. No archaeological evidence has ever confirmed Atlantis. And yet, the details Plato included, massive floods, volcanic destruction, lost cities, all mirror real events in history. So was he simply weaving myth and memory together? Whatever the truth, Atlantis has captured our imagination like no other story. From novels and movies to video games and documentaries, Atlantis has become a symbol of lost knowledge and hidden truth. For some, it represents a utopia destroyed by its own arrogance. For others, it is a treasure hunt, a mystery waiting to be solved. Atlantis has been called a myth, a memory, and a metaphor. Was it a real civilization erased by disaster, a distorted retelling of true events, or simply a legend written by one philosopher to teach a lesson? Until proof is found, Atlantis remains history's greatest unsolved mystery. So what do you think? Was Atlantis real or forever lost beneath the waves?